Libra, welcome back to Distilled Tarot. My name's Shannon and I'll be guiding you through today's reading. This is a timeless reading for Libra Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, or wherever Libra falls in your chart. Cross-watchers also welcome, and my intention for this reading is to help you come into better alignment with your highest good in this moment. Let's see what's going on with Libra. At the heart of your reading, we have the Ten of Cups paired with the Seven of Wands. This is, I had it right. This is very like defending your peace sort of energy. You are on guard. Obviously, that must mean that you feel like someone's coming to try and take something away from you. That your joy, your happiness is being threatened by an outside influence. What's the challenge here? Interesting. We have the Knight of Wands with the Two of Cups. Okay. This could mean that there's a third party making advances, wanting a relationship, or this could mean you are currently single and either through your own passionate desires pulling you toward a relationship, or by someone else coming toward you, making advances, expressing that they want to be with you in a more committed sense. You could feel like that is potentially going to rob you of your peace, your joy, your happiness. You might have independence kind of intertwined with your sense of happiness. What's the focus for Libra? Six of Swords in reverse, feeling like you're being dragged back into old territory. This feels very much like an ex-back reading, but with a different spin on it. I'll say that it feels like the way that it's coming out so far, it's like your ex wants you back, and you feel like there's this gravity pulling you in that direction, but you don't want it. You recognize that you're much happier now being out of the relationship. If you're not aware of the astrology of it all, let me just highlight something briefly, is that Venus and Mercury being in retrograde simultaneously is notorious for that, generating that sense of gravity back toward a past partner. So if you or a person close to you from your past is just feeling like, oh, it's inevitable, we have to get back together, it's the only way to move forward is to go back. There's an astrological reason for that, and it's not unique to you or your situation. In the recent past, we have Strength. This is you in your singledom, or even if you're within the context of the relationship still, and this is like not wanting to go back into old versions of you or old iterations of the relationship, you are feeling very proud of yourself. There's a sense of discipline and responsibility that feels novel, in the sense that like you're noticing it. So the fact that you're noticing it about yourself tells me that it must be new or unique, and you're not used to it. Because if you were very, very used to it, and it's just the way that you always behaved, it wouldn't be as obvious to you. It would be something that's very apparent. It would just feel normal, not noteworthy. I'm also getting you've learned something new, like a skill or a trade. something you're proud of, like, oh, I graduated from culinary school, or I got my electrician's license. There's something, a skill or a trade that you'd been practicing that's kind of something that you can look at and point to as evidence to yourself that you've done a good job at it. As something independent, something solo, something very proof that you're good at something. The reason this is all happening is to get you to a certain event, a certain benchmark in life with this Four of Wands energy. There's something that you'd been striving for, or something that is going to provide a kind of stable jumping off point for the next phase of your evolution. They're giving it to me in this metaphor of like a climbing metaphor. So you've gone through life and you've gotten this far, but it's been kind of on like earth. Like, so it could be very like mountainy, or this is way too complicated, sorry. Anyways, let's say you've been like on a mountainside, and the metaphor is like hills and valleys and shrubbery and rivers, and it's been like ups and downs, right? Life. But then you get to this plateau, and there's like a cemented plateau, and it's like drilled down into the bedrock, and it's super stable, but it's also very flat. And there's like a built up sort of foundation of something. There's something feels built up. It feels like there's a structure there and you can be within it. I don't know what this represents, but it's like you're no longer in this stage of like trekking through the wilderness alone, like just based on your own flesh and blood. You're now in this stage of like you don't have to struggle on a certain level because you've got the stability of the plateau and the engineering of the stability of the structure. I don't know why they're giving it to me this way, you guys. The reason why you're getting to this point is because it's a stable launching off point for what comes next. But there's all this other ideas that are coming to me, and it's very archetypal. Whatever it is for you, it's very stable, it's very safe. You have a lot of support around you. You have a system that you're working within. Interesting. I don't know how else to put it, so I'm going to leave it like that. In the near future, we have the Queen of Pentacles in reverse. You're not going to be the mother figure. And I think this is about this person who is coming towards you, wanting a commitment, wanting a relationship. You're not going to be the one to mother them. You're not going to be the nurturing influence for them. You're not going to take care of the household and cook and clean and tend to them when they're sick. Like, I don't want to be, this is very much like, I don't want to be your mommy energy. Show me what is going to affect the situation that Libra doesn't see coming. We have the Emperor in reverse, the Ace of Pentacles in reverse. Someone's going to withdraw an offer, and in so doing, they're going to reveal something kind of dark about themselves. This shadow side, this reversal of the Emperor. Here, they're showing up as, look at me, I'm this prince on a a faithful steed. I'm coming toward you. Look at how alluring and jovial and charismatic I am. All I want is to connect with you and share our cups in love. And when it's like, I'm not gonna be your mommy. I'm not gonna like cook and clean and take care of you. That's not what I want at all. Oh, really? Well, you're a bitch and you're ugly, and I didn't want you anyways. Like, it's that sort of cliched, like, taking off of the mask. Like, the mask they thought they had to wear, the character they thought they had to play in order to win your heart. And inside, it's really this kind of shadow side of the masculine, this, insecurity seeping through as cruelty. Someone who really hasn't done the work on themselves. You're already sensing it though. Your focus is on not wanting to go back into that territory, because you know you got yourself out of it and it was a bad situation before when you were in it. You don't want to go back. But something feels like the fact that it's showing up reversed tells me that you feel like it's inevitable. I just hope that this truth comes out in time before you really find yourself knee-deep in the swamp again. If this person is going to show that, let them show it now. Show me your hopes and fears. We have the Ace of Wands in reverse. It's one of your greatest fears to let this flame die. You've been protecting it. It's been kind of your, I don't want to say safety net, but it's made you feel good about yourself. Something about it makes you feel good, knowing that there's someone out there that wants you, even if you're not together. So if that flame goes out, that would be scary for you, because you'd have to reconcile, like, well, what does that mean for me? How do I move forward without anyone out there in the world that I know of saying that they want me? This also could be you feeling like you don't want to give up on them. Maybe your heart really goes out to them and like, what will they do without me? Maybe they've even threatened to do some extreme things that would feel scary if you leave, if you say you don't want them, if. That's not your responsibility, though. Their actions are their responsibility. And the way that you're headed, the way this is all bound to turn out, well, not bound, is likely to turn out based on your current energies, is Five of Pentacles energy, which is the parting of ways. It looks like you walking away. It could be you kicking them out. It all is predicated on your circumstances, but there's definitely a parting of the ways. Possibly including moving. We also have the Eight of Cups at the bottom of the deck there, so the two energies in the deck that involve a walking away in order to... This talks about in order to find something better. This is just in the midst of this chaotic energy. Up is down, down is up. It becomes evident that togetherness is not the way forward. But through all this, you're going to find yourself on that plateau, this stable ground. And it's going to entail a lot more than is able to come through in this reading. It's just coming to me again. whatever this plateau is that you find yourself on, whatever that stands for in your life, once you get there, it's going to kind of take on a life of its own. It's even bigger than like going to university or bigger than a new job. I can't even think of an example that would hit all the points of the energy the way I'm picking up on it. It feels positive, but it's a lot. It's like a lot of moving parts. I'll describe it a little bit for you. It feels positive. It feels good. It feels interesting and exciting. There's a lot to learn. If you were to learn everything about this new situation or place, it could take you years. But it would be time that you'd enjoy spending. And it's not required that you do that in order to move through this next phase of your life, but it's available to you. I think it's going to be interesting and intriguing to you. It feels a little bit like an adventure, but not scary in terms of like letting all your stability. You wouldn't have to like leave behind your stability in order to gain this new adventure. It's really interesting. Okay, your advice, we have the Three of Wands in reverse. Don't wait around. Don't leave yourself in a position waiting on anyone else. So this tells me that it's likely that your person is going to say, well, just wait for me, or you have to give me some more time to decide, or I'm just not ready, can you wait? The answer is no. If you want to be on your highest timeline, if you want to take the advice from Spirit, if you believe that Spirit is speaking to you through this reading, if this resonates with you, if you ask for confirmation independently and it feels positively like inside for you, then the advice is very much when the question comes like, will you wait? It's a firm no. Nope, it's not in your best interest to wait for anyone else. You need to move forward of your own accord. So Libra, I'm going to leave it there. I hope this helped. Take care, and I will see you back next time.